YouTube is happening. It is Sunday, May 18th. We're going to talk about baseball first today. We have our usual set of games, 15 games. We're going to break these down, look at the spreadsheet, look at the props, see if we can find some value. But first, recap of yesterday. Wasn't the best day. We got Washington plus 1.5, right? Tampa, Miami, and it was like 4-0, so that didn't work out well. Wheeler got pulled. He only had 6 Ks in 6 innings, so what can you do? Olsen, that was beautiful. We highlighted how many home runs he had, and what did he do first at bat? Home run, exactly. Minnesota doesn't like fun because they don't like nervies. Marquez is our new cash cow because dude just gives up runs and bunches of bunches. So many runs that they took all the runs away from the other teams I'm trying to hit overs on because Colorado and Arizona was like 14-12. It was a football game. So Roop is still great at giving up hits allowed, and Kershaw is, well, we said he either do great or he get roughed up. He got roughed up. So hey, what you can do? There's the plays. If you want to sign up, cool. Or if you want access to the spreadsheet, cool. Go check out the HQ. It's all there for you. Enough of that. New day, new money. We don't focus on the past. We focus on the future. So let's focus on today's games. A lot of day games, a lot of them. Obviously, it's Sunday. That's how it works. So we'll stop wasting time and jump to the first game. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to jump to the weather right now. That's right. We're going to mix it up a little bit. Just right now, I got the weather loaded up. Everything's nice. So we can see how the weather's happening because it matters sometimes. Texas is dumb, no worries there. Philly, Pittsburgh, you can see how they're doing. 18 miles an hour wind is blowing straight to the right. That, maybe. But then Boston blowing out towards right center, 16 miles an hour. Baltimore, 14 miles. It's just a windy ass day. Toronto, Miami, no issue. Cincy out to 8. Left, Milwaukee, KC. I'm not seeing any rain issues. I'm seeing a lot of wind. That's all we're having there is wind. Lots of wind. Giants straight out 14. Arizona nothing. Doyers 9. Padres 8. Yanks 17. Damn. Okay, Sunday Night Baseball might be, well, it's 70 degrees. So yeah, we might have some higher scoring days today unless Arizona and Colorado take all the runs again. So we'll just focus on that. So that's enough. Let's go ahead and jump to that first game right now. All right, first one's going to be Houston and Texas at 1 p.m. Eastern. Currently, we see it's a slight lean to Houston with an 8 total. We head over to the spreadsheet. We can see currently Houston still doing statistically better with the bats. Texas is still struggling with their averages and their hits and doubles. Runs are okay, but that's because they're getting dudes on base from walks. So Houston has a lean with the bats. Texas has a lean because they're at home. Let's see what else we got. Let's go to pitching. On our pitching matchup today, we have Valdez versus Jack Leiter. And you can see Valdez walks his hit over 1.5 in the last 4 out of 5 and 7 out of 10. And if we come back over here, we see Texas is 8th at 3.4 walks. So we could take this if the number's good. So let's look at the props. Let's open up Valdez and take a look real quick. Walks, last 5, he's only averaging 2. I want that at least 2.5. I want a nice cushion if I'm going to take this. That's not good enough. That's a sweat. We don't want to sweat to hit plays. So he could hit it. He could not. Just not enough. I want something where it's like, oh yeah, that dude's going to hit that number. Thanks. So let's look at the history because I know some of you like to see this. If I misclick, because it happens, it'll happen a lot, especially on the walks. You see they put 2 walks up here. They put a BBP, which is pitcher walks, and for some reason they left the BB, which is batter walks. I don't know why. Every time you do this, nothing's going to show up. So misclicks happen occasionally. So if I miss something, like if I forget to do something like this, you get Outlier for a full week for free. It's literally free. You can check it out and then just dump it when you're done. So it's pretty awesome. So Lighter, no history, righties. You see how Houston does this season. Texas against lefties, you see how they've done this season. And then Valdez history, he tends to do pretty well. He does give up a couple home runs to Marcus and 1 to Duran. Other than that, I think Garcia has 1 too, but the averages are just not good. So we looked over here. I kind of just glanced through this one already. Looked at the bats and we see, oh, Berger, look, 190. Looks so pretty good, right? 9 out of 10. You come back over here and see Berger has a whopping 0.91, 0.091. That's 1 for 11. I ain't touching that, not a chance. So, and we look at earned runs, how's he doing? Yeah, he's doing pretty good with the earned runs. We come over here and look at Jack. What's your earned runs looking like? Well, 2025, it's looking like he's averaging 2.3. In the last 5, he's averaging 2.6. Framber, 2 is a little bit better. So statistically slightly better for Houston on the pitching, better for Houston on the money line, and they lost yesterday. So maybe they have something to play for. Who knows? I'm going to take Houston on the money line. We're going to take Houston and that minus 115. Houston money line next. All right, next up is going to be Washington and Baltimore. Currently, we got Baltimore 185 somehow with a new manager because they fired the guy yesterday. 9.5 is our total. We look at the sheets. And we see, even though Washington did well yesterday, their numbers went down because it's a 10-game average, and the 10th game comes off the list. It uses the next 10. It just rolls throughout the season. So their numbers are adjusting as they go every 10 games. So they did great yesterday. They crushed the team total. First inning was just hilarious, and they easily hit +1.5 for us. Beautiful stuff, Washington. I appreciate that. So let's look over at who's pitching today. We don't have that beautiful Baltimore pitcher today. So who was that? I can't remember his name. He gave us so many runs. Today we have Michael Soroka versus Eflin. Soroka over earned runs. Okay, I see why Baltimore might be favored today. That is a lot of earned runs. You do that often. Eflin, what's your earned runs looking like? Eflin right there, 2.5. You are not giving up. You're actually pitching well, aren't you? Look at you go. Earned runs 2025, last 5. Let's take a peek at it. Yeah, last 5, you're only averaging 1.8. Eflin's doing pretty good. Well, yeah, you are not good. Okay, maybe Baltimore is the play today. New manager, you never know. Sometimes change at the position sometimes helps. 2025, you are literally 4-4-2 in this season alone. So I don't really want to count anything from last season because you literally pitched May 12th and 2024, then took all this time off, came back, pitched one time here, and then pitched again for 2 games. So it's really hard to judge how good you are or not. So this one's really weird. I'm not liking this game. Washington's on a 2-game streak. Baltimore's on a 5-game losing streak. I don't like that. So Eflin versus Washington. Bell's 300 with a home run. 389 for Rosario. Let's see, righties versus Washington. There you go. Baltimore versus righties. There you go. And then Michael versus a Baltimore. Not much data. So personally, I'm not going to take this game. I'm going to leave this damn game alone. Just too many variables I don't like. So we're gonna pass on this one. Just move on to the next one. All right, moving on to Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. Currently, we're sitting at basically a pick 'em with an 8.5. All right. Spreadsheet, we can see Philly's offense is doing way better. They have a 2-game winning streak. Pittsburgh is struggling to hit the ball. They're great for a nerfie. You can take Pittsburgh to get a nerfie by all means. They look like they're going to do great at that. Let's see what the pitchers are. Today we have, it's Paul Skeens. That's why it's pick 'em. It's a Paul Skeens day. How much money are the books going to get today from people betting his strikeout prop? Because look, Philadelphia is 9th in strikeouts. They don't strike out much. Will Skeens hit it? I mean, based on his stats, he's only hit 6.5 in 1 out of the last 5 and 3 out of 10. He ain't the dude that started the season last season. So, I mean, who's pitching today for Mick Abel? Who the hell is Mick Abel? Who is this? Who is this gentleman? Let's see. Mick Abel. Dude ain't, look at this. Let me zoom back out a little bit. Dude ain't even on a team. He ain't even got no logo. He got a hat, but they couldn't update his background. Shame. Stats. What are we looking at? Stats. Nothing. Game log. Nothing. He's born in 01. He's a righty from Portland. That's all we know. Welcome to the majors, buddy. Major league debut against Paul Skeens. That's interesting. Let's see what happened there. Well, typically we fade pitchers like that, but I mean, you gonna trust this offense? You gonna trust? I ain't trust that damn offense. You lost your damn mind. Can't. No. We'll look at Skeens, but you know where this is going. I know some of you are going to bet Skeens. Some of you just religiously bet Skeens strikeouts every time, and you keep losing. And you're like, I don't know why I keep losing. Stop betting it unless it makes sense. If he's facing Boston, yeah, take it all day. But he's facing Philly, who's 9th in strikeouts. Could he hit it? Yeah, he could. But you're going to sweat. He's not going to hit in the 3rd inning. So, yeah, Mick Abel is, obviously no stats. Righties, this is how Pittsburgh's been righty all season. And then we got Philly versus righty. There's those numbers. And then against Skeens, they never faced them. So no stats. Look at the strikeouts. Yeah. Strikeout. No, that's hits. Strikeouts, last 10. Look at this. Look at these numbers. 6, 6, 2. 2 versus the Cubs. Yeah, he got the Dodgers for 9. But outside of that, this season, he's averaging 5.8. Yeah, you're already going against yourself if you're going for it. So if you want to take it, by all means, have fun. But I'm not. I'm leaving this damn game alone because new pitcher versus one of the 2nd worst probably batting team in the league right now, and you versus Skeens, even though he doesn't get many strikeouts, he's not giving up too many hits either. He's doing pretty good on the hits, I do believe, unless I'm blind. Oh, maybe not. Hold up. We might have. We'll see. The last 5 games, he's averaging 5 hits allowed. His 4.5 at a -160. Ooh, they're expecting him to go over that, huh? And it's in Philadelphia. Oh, I'm tempted. You know what? Let's go for it. I'm going Skeens. I like Skeens too, but man, he is not the strikeout dude everybody thinks he is right now. So over, what was that 4.5 hits allowed? That's a fun one. Yeah, what's his earned runs looking like? Let's take a look at that too. Let's peek at that. Oh, two. He don't give up many runs. I mean, hell, ever since whole season. Well, he did get rocked for 5 against St. Louis, and that was in the 5th inning because I bet that game too. So I bet St. Louis plus, I believe it was in that one. So, or maybe no, it was this one. Damn, he pitched St. Louis twice already. All right, whatever. Yeah, I'm taking Skeens over 4.5 hits allowed. Next, moving on, ATL and Boston, and let's see what we got here. It is a slight lean to Atlanta 130 with a 9 total. Let's look at the sheet. Let's see the numbers, see how they're doing. 1-1, lost 1, 5-5. This is a very even matchup with the bats so far. Even matchup as the teams. Let's see what the pitchers are. Are we even matched up? We got Schwallenbach, and he is doing good on outs, hits, everything. There's no prop we want to take here, but we'll still look at their histories and see how they're doing. So matchup. Oh, Bellows going out there for Boston. Bello versus Atlanta. You can see how they've done. Everybody's not much data right here. Against righties, this is how Atlanta's been all season. This is Boston versus righties, and then Boston versus Schwallenbach. And then there's a home run for Devers, and that's it. So not much data at all. What's your earned runs looking like? Last 5, that's what I care about. You're averaging 2.6 earned runs. Bello's doing good, right? I believe Bello's been like cooking. Like he's been really good. Am I wrong? I don't know. I don't think I'm wrong. Yeah, last 5, Bello's averaging 1.4 on the earned runs because he's been that good. Now he is giving up walks, I do believe. Yeah, he is 2.8 on the walks. So 2.5, that's a lot of walks. That's a lot of walks. But neither team. Boston does strike out a lot. Well, how's Schwallenbach on strikeouts looking like? Not the best. He's only averaging 4.8 on strikeouts, so that's not good. So I don't like anything on this game. What the bats look like, at least. We'll see. Let's pop to the bats. Take a peek. A little peek ski, shall we? Yeah. All we have is you. Nothing else. Nothing in the last 5. So yeah, this is just a mid overall matchup. We're gonna pass next. Detroit Toronto is up next. Currently, slightly in Toronto with an 8.5. Let's look at the sheet and we can see both offenses cooking, straight up chefing it up in the kitchen. You can see both doing great, a lot of green. Let's see, we pop over here to the props. We want to see who the pitchers are, and we swap over here, so here, and here, and here. And we got Barrios versus Job. Oh, they both have burned me this year on plays. Barrios burned me literally last outing, and Job's 2 outings ago he burned me. So let's take a look at their histories. Oh, man. Duke cannot control his walks. He's averaging 2.7 on a 1.5. Detroit, how are you on walks? Detroit's only 23rd in walks. Come on, guys. I need you to do better. If you were better at walks, that'd be an easy winner right there. Oh, okay. Earned runs. Yeah, see, I told you. He got me. He gave up 5 against Tampa. Tampa was terrible. And you gave up 5 to Tampa? Come on. Let's see. Last 5. You're averaging 2.4 earned runs. You're averaging 5.6 strikeouts. None of that matters. Let's go to Jube. Yeah, see, 2.4 popped up. Hey, Colorado got you? Bro, come on. Come on. You two, what are you two doing? Barrios versus Detroit history. There's your data. You can see everything there. Carpenter's got a home run. Torres got a home run. Baez has a home run. 1 for 10, but he has a home run. So, oh, there are the righty numbers for Detroit. Here's Toronto's righty numbers, and then Jackson versus Toronto. Never faced him. So, you did come back and do better this one. 3 hits in the last game against Boston. How did you do? Well, your last game, you gave up a lot of earned runs, just a lot. 5 earned, but only 5 hits. Really? 5 hits, 5 earned. Hey, whatever. If they got a hit, they scored. So 2 pitchers have both been kind of eh. The offenses are doing great. What's our total sitting at? 8.5. I think I'm gonna take the over, because then we can even trust the bullpens to keep sucking like most bullpens do. So Detroit, Toronto over 8.5 next. All right, moving on to Cleveland and Cincinnati. And currently it is slightly Cincy with a 9 total. Over to the sheets. We can see the numbers. Cincy's doing a little bit better at home. Well, not just overall, the past 10 games. They've on a 3-game winning streak. Cleveland is struggling. So let's pop over to who's pitching today. It's going to be, if I pick the right game, it might help. LL Cool J Ortiz versus Andrew Abbott. Abbott's strikeouts are great, but Cleveland is 4th in strikeouts at 7.3, so we're not taking that. I don't care about the outs, but some people, I leave it on there because some people like to see that stuff. So, and we show the matchup. Abbott versus Cleveland historically. There you go. Not much. There's a home run, but no real data. Against lefties, this is how Cleveland's done this season. Not the best. There's a couple good, but the rest, like, ugh. Not good at all. Cincy versus righties, there's your data, and then gets LL. Yeah, 1 for 10 per seer. Both teams look like they struggle against these pitchers historically. We'll see how they do today. Both offenses looks like they're struggling overall in general. They're combining for 8.1. The total is 9. What's the weather like in this one? Come back to me. Let's see. This is Cincinnati. Outs to left center at 8. I'm tempted. Oh shit! That it just changed to 9. No, I was looking. It's 9. The over under is 9. I'm tempted with these pitchers and these offenses. I'm tempted to take an under of 9. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take an under a 9. Under next. Moving on, we got Tampa, we got Miami, we got a 150 Tampa with an 8.5. Let's look over here at the sheet. We got a bunch of below average garbage. Just both of them kind of just struggling to survive. This is not good. Let's see. Let's go over to who's pitching. Oh, it's Cal Quantrill. Yes. Cal Quantrill has been an absolute garbaggio, except for the game I bet him, which was this game. Other than that, he did his job. He averages 3.7 earned runs in the last 10. He's averaging 3.8 in the last 5, including that one helping out. Still can't get you below a 3.5. So Quantrill versus Tampa. Yes. Where do I sign up? Please and thank you. Quantrill history versus Tampa. Not much data, which is probably good. Against righties, it's how Tampa prefers their righties. They don't like lefties. They like righties. We go over to Miami. We look at this side, and we can see this is Miami versus righties, and this is Miami versus Shane Baz. Not bad. Let's see how Shane Baz has been doing overall. Walks, not good. Earned runs, over, huh? Shane Baz has been getting rocked to sleep like a baby himself. Damn, that's not good. What's the over in this game? 8.5, huh? Okay, I think I know where we're going. Okay, I mean, what are we gonna do? Last 5, you're worse. You're averaging 4.2. You're even worse than Cal Quantrill. That's not a statement you want to hear. So we have 4.2 from Shane. We got Cal to 3.8. I don't know about you, but my southern math tells me 3.8 plus 4.2 equals 8. So 8.5. We're going over. Next. All right, moving on. St. Louis KC, and we are sitting on what? What is about the same 8.5. Let's see what our spreadsheet says. It leans St. Louis overall. They're on a 3-game streak. They're still 9-1 last 10. St. Louis is playing great. KC lost 4 in a row now. That's not good. You're gonna get swept. Break out the brooms. Let's see what the pitchers are. Liberatore going up against Waka Waka. I love saying that. Fun stuff. So Waka outs are here. Liberatore has not given up 2 earned runs in 5 straight. That's good. Under might be a play unless you believe Casey's gonna pop off on him. I mean, hell, that might be a play. Hold up, because look, the KC is 27th in runs. How they're averaging 3 runs a game in the last 10. How do you expect them to get 3 runs on a guy who doesn't give up 3 earned runs in the last 5? That might be our play, really. Liberatore has been lights out last 6 games. Last 5, he's averaging 1.6. It's 2.5 and it's plus money. What do they know? They know something. Well, under's probably favored. Hold on. Under is 130. Yeah, see, this is what we want. Yeah, that's beautiful. Let's look at the histories. Let's see. Waka versus St. Louis. Nolan is 636 and 11 at bats. What is that? Like 7 for 11 or 6 for, I don't know what that math is. I told you, Southern math. I can't do all that. But he does have 3 damn home runs. That's impressive. Yeah, 2.1. That's a lot of home runs. And then we got a 429. We got 375. Okay. This is how they are versus righties. Remember, they're also doing pretty well. They got streaks going. KC against lefties, not much. This whole season, we only got 1-2 home runs the entire season. That ain't good. Liberatore history, not good. Not much there. A couple 1 for 2s, a lot of overs. Yeah, I'm liking St. Louis to win. I'm liking Liberatore under. I like a lot of things in this one. Hell. Let's see. I like St. Louis offense. Okay, what's the best possible play? We can get the best possible result. St. Louis is minus 102 on the money line. That's pretty good. Liberatore is under 2.5. That's pretty good. Let me take, I think St. Louis is the best way because we want to get the best value because we like lots of things. So we could take St. Louis like money line. Hell, we could probably go money line first 5 too, just in case the bullpens do some freaky stuff. So let's go game lines first 5. That way we can trust Oliver because I don't. Liberatore is good. Let's see. Money line. Now it's 110. It's literally a pick 'em, and they've been ahead or pushing in 10 straight. That's a nice streak. So yeah, we'll take St. Louis first 5 money line. That way, if it's a push, we just if it's tied, we push. That's fine. If they're losing, then hey, we lose, whatever. But STL money line, first 5, I'm okay with that. Straight up -110. We'll take that. Next up, we got Minnesota and Milwaukee is up next. Ooh, let's look over and what are the lines in this one going to be? Minnesota +136. You keep on giving Minnesota plus lines. The hell we will keep showing you 7.5 spreadsheet. Guess what? I fixed it. 13 game streak popping off right now. That's right. I extended it to now we can go all the way up to 20. If it goes to 20, I'll keep on extending it because man, that is impressive. 13 game winning streak is wild. And look, they're facing the worst scoring team in the league. They're doing good. It's like I can get Minnesota +1.5 at -160. Unless the pitching is just way off, why don't we take this? Let's look. Today we got Freddie Peralta versus Zebby Matthews. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Let's take. I'm kind of curious now. Zebby, what you been doing this season? 2025, nothing. I was like, I knew it's been a while since I heard from you. September 28th, you gave up 6 earned runs to Baltimore. Huh. And then we got Freddie, who has been pretty good. Freddie Peralta's been pretty spot on with his earned runs, I do believe. Well, occasionally. Maybe not. Maybe not. Dude, well, he's 1.8, but he's either 0 or 3.24. So I don't know. Let's see what the histories are. This will be the whole test if we take it anything or pass. Peralta versus Minnesota is, ooh, that's not good for Minnesota. That's a lot of red. There's a home run, but not much. It's righties, you see how they do. Milwaukee versus righty, you see how they do. Against Zebby, nothing. So I want to take Minnesota just because the bats are better, but the pitching, Peralta's good, and Zebby hasn't pitched this season. We kind of like to fade the pitchers who haven't pitched at all this season, so I lean Minnesota. I lean it, but I'm going to pass on it. Next. Okay, next up we got Chicago. And then we have, there they are, 290 for the Cubbies with a 7.5. Yesterday, the over-under was 10, and I said, no, we're going to stay away from it. We're going to focus on the under. It pushed it 10. It was 7-3 final. So either way, we would have nothing happened. So let's see what we got today. 7.5, though. That's a very low total. We must have some good pitching going out there. Good pitching with the White Sox. I don't think that's a thing. So, yeah, stats are not impressive. There's nothing really standing out here. Let's look at the pitching. Colin Ray versus Jonathan Cannon. Okay, Colin Ray has gone over walks. Colin Ray's gone over walks. Cannon's gone over hits. We'll look at, let's see. Hold up. Okay. Cannon hits is 4 out of 5. Chicago, how are you on hits? 26. So we can't take that. We just can't do that. So nope, no real lineup there. What do we have? Colin Ray walks. Let's come back over. Chicago White Sox walks. Second worst. Can't do that one either. So the 2 green ones are not worth taking. So let's look at some histories because so far it ain't good. Colin versus White Sox. 1 for 8 over. Yeah, nothing here. Against righties, this is how Chicago White Sox are. Cubbies versus righties. Somewhat decent. Against Cannon, 1 for 2 with the RBI. That's it. A lot of nothing on the stats. Let's look at the earned runs with the 2 pitchers. Last 5, you're averaging 2.8, 6.0422. Let's look at Collins. Colin, tell us your earned runs. Earned runs, last 5. You're averaging 1.8. You're averaging 2.8. Nothing. I mean, everything. This is leaning the Cubs, but not 290 worth. No. This isn't worth 290 on a money line. This is worth like 175 on a money line. This is too high, too much. This is too rich for my blood. We're just gonna pass, leave it alone. Next. All right, next up we got A's and Giants. And let's see, currently a 140 San Fran with an 8.5 total spreadsheet. We see offenses are great for San Fran. Above average, maybe slightly below average now for the A's, but they're in the average range. It's not bad. Yesterday's offense was not a thing in this game. I think, was this the one that ended up like 1-0 or something like that? Yeah, it was 1-0 in 10 innings. San Fran won. Like, what? Let's see what the pitchers are today. Today is going to be, there's the game. Click. It's going to be Jeffrey Springs versus Verlander. Oh, it's a question. When you see his name, the first thing you think of is which Verlander are we going to get? That's never a good sign. So are we going to get the traditional Hall of Famer, or are we going to get the dude who might be washed? In 2025, it could be either. Hell, it could be both. Who knows? He could start off amazing and all of a sudden, boom, washed. It could happen. So let's see. Anything green. So Verlander, outs, don't care. Springs walks. San Fran, how are you on walks? You're 5th at 3.7. You're just 3. You just give up I mean, you get 3 walks per game on average a lot, which means you're probably always top 10, which means you're very disciplined, except you do strike out a good bit recently. So Springs walks, if it's well over this 1.5 line, we are going to take his walks prop. Let's look. Yeah, he's averaging 2.3 last 10. He's averaging 2.2. I don't particularly love that. That 4 is doing some heavy lifting. I don't love that. Could take it, but I mean, he's 2.2, 1.2. This is a little. Let's see if there's anything else looks good. Let's look at the Verlander versus A's history. Not, I mean, there's some data, but not much. Nothing happened really. So against righties, there's the righties numbers. Here's your lefties for San Fran, and here's Springs. Damn, you are 0 for 5 with 4 strikeouts. Love that. that's damn. Man, I almost want to take this because San Fran is so good at walks. But this is a little bit of a risk because 2.2 is a little low. I prefer 2.5. You know this. 2.3. He's been a little wild. Is this year 2025? He's averaging 2.33 on the season. Oh, buddy, I might take this. I think I'm gonna. Since it's Sunday, I've already passed on a bunch. I'm going to. I don't. Not as confident as the other ones, but because of the numbers, I still like the play. But I'm going to take Springs over 1.5 BBs walks. I'm not going to take anything. I don't trust the side. I don't know who to take in this game because of Verlander. Because Verlander is so just Jekyll Hyde right now. It's just too much to really know. So we'll take Springs walks and just move on to the next one. All right, moving on. Colorado, Arizona. Arizona done messed up and let Colorado win a game. What the hell? I mean, Colorado's got 8 wins now. They're on a streak, a 1-game streak. So, oh, it's not even where is it at? Arizona 335. I told you, don't be taking these stupid high. Like they were 350 yesterday. They lost. See, you got to watch out for these. So 2 days ago, there were 450. People were still betting that. Yeah, that one hit. Good job. But you lost yesterday, guaranteed. 9 is your total. There's no, you should never have a minus 300 in a sport where the best team loses 60 games a season. Ever. I don't care who's playing. It should never be a thing. So, yeah, 1 win, 8-37. Good job. They're 2-8 last 10. Good job. Arizona 5-5. Their numbers are amazing because they're playing Colorado, and they've been pretty good. So, and when you pop up 14-12 as a final, yeah, both teams are going to have their averages a little bit skewed to the right way, to the a better looking number. So, pitching Merrill Kelly versus Chase Dollander. Why does Dollander not have not much data? 2. He doesn't give up that many earned runs. Neither does Kelly. Let's look. Over under is 9 in this one. Have they dumped? Or have they emptied the clip? Are they going to be a little tired today? We'll see. 2 point. You're averaging 4 earned runs. So yeah, you're only 60%, but the times you pop, you get popped. 6, 5, 6, 1, 2. Texas and Atlanta, Detroit, KC got you. Washington got you. Come on, guy. Come on, guy. Merrill Kelly's been pretty good though, right? Last 10, he's averaging 1.6. So, yeah, I would still lean Arizona, but 335? Are you kidding? Not a chance I would ever touch that. Merrill Kelly versus Colorado. Look at this. Look at these 2 home runs. Now, not much. Not the averages are not good, but he still got a couple home runs. 438, 2 home runs, and 16 at bats for Tovar. Tovar might be the play. That might be. Is Tovar playing? We don't know. I gotta look. Let's go back over to the bats. Hunter Goodman, just out of nowhere. He's so good. They're going to trade him at midseason because that's what Colorado does. Good player? Oh, no. Trade. We can't sign none of them players. We got Toglia. We got Josh Naylor. We got Gino. We got Suarez. Perdomo. We got some good bats, but let's see what happens. Man. I am so tempted. Let's go. Yeah, we need to finish this. 146, 167, 154. Not good data. Against righties, you can see how Colorado's in the season. Arizona versus righties, yeah. Against Dollander, nothing. So, man, Dollar's been giving up runs. Arizona is popping our runs. I think over 2 has probably the play because that you're going that against this, and they never. Man, Colorado's pitching is just not good. Okay, what's the team total in this one? Let's look over here. Match details, team props, Arizona runs. Is it 4.5? 5.5? Oh, 5? Come on now. Come on, guy. That's a lot. I can't do that. There's too many. There's too many because I could just straight up take the. All right, there's too many questionable things here. I lean Arizona, but I don't know. Everything is telling me to pass this one, so I'm gonna listen to my inner self. I'm gonna pass and move on to the next game. All right, moving on. Next one, Angels Dodgers. Yet another victim crime scene situation from yesterday. If you lost money with Arizona, you probably had a parlay with Dodgers too, didn't you? You had a little two-gamer, didn't you? Yeah, you did. I know you did. And guess what? You lost both of them because the Angels beat them 11-9. You can't trust these 300 money lines. I'm telling you, stop doing it. So, hell, look at last year. Just go out to 2024. Look at all the money lines that are 300 or higher, and just look at the data and how bad the outright winner was. It just, yeah, they lost more, and half of them were the Dodgers. So what's today? 220. That's a little more reasonable. We can deal with 220, but that depends on who the pitching is. So let's look at the stats. Look at the Angels getting better. Man, look at them. I'm so proud. We've watched them grow from 30s to moving up. Look at that. Still number one everything for Dodgers because they're just sick. 12 hits a game. Are you kidding me? 5-5 for both teams. 2-2. Let's look at the props. Who's pitching? It is going to be, there it is. Kikuchi versus Gonsolin. Okay. Kikuchi has nothing in the last 5, but last 10 he is on outs and strikeouts. Dodgers are 7th in strikeouts. Angels are 30th. Tony, what you got for us? You doing anything good this year? Strikeouts 984. Now I actually might take his strikeout props here because he's looking pretty good. His number's 5.5. He's facing the Angels, who are 10.8 in the last 10 games average. That's pretty good. Love that. Actually, I love this strikeout play. Actually, this is kind of a sneaky play. Let's see. Look at the histories. Let's look. Gonsolin versus Angels. Solar has 2 hits. They've gone very far. So that's about the best you can do right there. Look at that. Okay, I'm a little concerned now because, yeah, I see the strikeout rates are just a bunch of zeros. Now, it's not many at bats, but that's not many strikeouts. But he's been striking dudes out this year, so I might risk it. I might risk it for the biscuit. The averages are decent. Against righties, this is how the Angels have done this season. This is Dodgers. Against lefties, against Kikuchi, you can see the numbers. Muncy has a home run, but that's all he has. And other than that, Ohtani, 3 home runs and 23 with a 304. Some good averages. Potentially good. I still like this play. Yeah. Arizona doesn't strike out too often. Miami strikes out a good bit. Miami twice, apparently. That's how you warm up. You play Miami twice. Now you get to face the Angels. I can see him getting 6 strikeouts. I'm going to roll the dice on that bad boy. We're going to take that play. Absolutely. So let me just make space for it. Damn it. Delete row. There we go. And this is going to be Gonsolin over 5.5 Ks. I'm down for that. Let's ride. Other than that, I mean, I know you're gonna put the Dodgers 220 in your money line parlay. I know you're going to. I'm not doing it. Not a chance. We're taking the strikeout prop next. Moving on, Seattle and the Fathers. It is San Diego 140 with a 7.5 over under. Let's look at this. Seattle's offense has not been there. San Diego has, but yet Seattle's winning because of pitching. San Diego's losing because of pitching. So let's see. Let's see if we get somebody that's actually good at both. And what do we have today with our pitchers? Let's take a look. Today we have Woo versus Michael King. All right, so Woo has been good on strikeouts, which that is not good against San Diego because San Diego is averaging 7. That does nothing for us. Michael King earned runs. Not good. Let's take a look. Let's open one up. King earned runs would be potential last 5. He's averaging 1 point now. He's been pretty good. How's Woo been on earned runs? Earned runs, because so far we have San Diego with the lean on that stuff. Earned runs 2. Now they're both pretty good. Damn. Let's look at the matchups. History, King versus Seattle. There's your data, your stats, your numbers, what have you. Against righties, this is how Seattle is. This is San Diego versus righties, and this is against Woo. They ain't got nothing against Woo. Damn. All right. So San Diego bats are playing well. You've seen the numbers. They're playing quite well. Woo has historically good numbers against them, so those who cancel out. Seattle is not doing well with the bats, but they're facing King, who also is doing well against them. So under, maybe 7.5 is way too low. I don't take 7. Come on, I'm not taking under 7.5. You lost your mind. That's too low. No, let's go look at the bats. Maybe there ain't gonna be one, but I'll show them to you. Let's see. Boop, boop, and boop right there. Any good? There's some. Maybe you want to take Cal or Manny. Finally broke. I didn't even realize we haven't took Manny in a couple days, and apparently he's on an 0 for 2 streak because he has not hit this number. We picked the right time to get off that train right there. So, all right, I'm gonna pass. I'm not liking this. Just weird things. It's Sunday. Weird things happen on Sunday baseball. We're gonna pass on it and go to the nightcap. All right, nighttime, and we currently are setting up for some New York Sunday night baseball. And let's look at the stats real quick. And we see 160 for the Yanks. 9 is our total. We go to the spreadsheet. We can see offense is crushing for the Yankees. 7-3. Mets are 6-4. Kind of struggling, but more like average, maybe slightly below average, but not bad. Let's look at the pitchers. In this one, we have, oh, not that one. This one, Max Fried Fried Chicken versus David Peterson. Fried, however you want to say his name, I don't care. I'm going to say how it looks. It looked like fried. I think chicken. So over 1.5 walks. How are the Mets doing with their walks? Let's take a look. Mets 8th in walks. Yankees are 1st in walks. 4.5. Damn. Yankees walk a lot. Now, I know Judge gets a lot of those, but hey, whatever. Walks are walks. So let's look. What else we got? Is that the only good prop we have? Yeah, because this is 70% sure, but 40%, that's only 2 out of 5 games. That ain't good. So all we have is this on walks, and that's not even good. So let's take that off. Boom. Let's go look at the stats. Polar Bear, 2 home runs. The first thing I noticed, 36 at bats though. That's a lot of at bats. So yeah, you have a lot of data historically because of all your time with the Braves. So yep. That's not many home runs. That's a lot of at bats, but only 1 home run, 2 here. That's pretty good. Against lefties, you can see how the Mets have done this season. Yankees versus lefties, there you go. 71 for Goldie. Goldie's betting 571 versus lefties. Judge 480. That is ridiculous. 341, 345. Damn. Peterson has been pretty good, but how can you go against those numbers? That is, ooh. Oh man, it's almost like I gotta bet the Yankees money line, but then it's like betting Yankees money line. They're banned. I banned them for the weekend last weekend, and I haven't touched them since. Now, do we bring them? Do I release them from their ban just for the night? It's the only game on tonight. It's that in Game 7 NBA. I'm gonna tell you which one I'm probably watching. You already know, Game 7. So I lied. I'll have both up. Don't worry. So hey, whatever. Oh man, the bats are so good against lefties. It's almost like I have to take it, but I'm going for it. That I do not trust the Yankees bullpen. Oh, that's why we should do this. We should come over here and we should find the bats. Let's just be smart here. Let's root for a guy, not a team. Yeah. There is no I in team. I want to root for I today. Thank you. Who do we got? We got LeMayu, we got Nemo, and Vientos. That's it. Everybody else is kind of Soto walks. Man, you all are just crushing my hopes and dreams here. Yesterday it was 3-2. They didn't get many runs yesterday either. Isn't it windy? Am I missing something? Is it? Oh, how did I forget the weather? It's windy. It's 17 miles an hour straight out. There's no rain. It's kind of warm. It's Sunday. We're going over. Yeah. The bats are good. We're going over, was it 8? 9. We're going over 9 in this one. Perfect stuff. I can't believe I forgot about that. So yeah, now let's go look at the schedules. We're done. That's Sunday. Tomorrow's Monday. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. It's supposed to be a travel day. We got 12 games. So much for a break. So we'll be back tomorrow. I appreciate being. Go check out the HQ if you want the plays in a nice typed out list, or if you want access to the spreadsheet, either or. Other than that, drop a like, subscribe. It helps. And let me know what you're playing in the comments, and we'll see you tomorrow, Monday, for some more MLB.